my channel. So today for you guys, I have a DIY, and this is another one of those like $5 or less DIYs. I asked you guys when I created this one if you wanted to see more DIYs like that. So these DIYs actually are $4 or less. They are heavily inspired off of the first DIY that I made. When I uploaded this, a lot of you guys loved it, but there's an issue. It's really hard to find these plaques that Dollar Tree carries, and they had them on the website, and then they ended up selling out of them, and there's nothing comparable that you can buy on their website right now. So I was trying to think of another way where you can organize items using like the Dollar Tree racks, and especially if you want to organize like coffee mugs that you might have. So they're all inspired off of this, super inexpensive and easy to make. One of them is $1. You just need to find this one item from Dollar Tree and do one thing so that you can hang it up on your wall. And this is actually something that Matt was trying to tell me to use initially when I was doing this. I just didn't think it was going to work out well with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let's see if we can get this video to 5,000 thumbs up, and I'll do another $5 or less DIY. But I'll steer clear of the coffee mug type of rack thing. I'll try something different next time. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and click the bell button so you're notified every single time that I upload. With that being said, let's begin the tutorial.
Let's start with the $1 rack. From Dollar Tree, you're going to pick up the over-the-door hook. Now, you would put this over a door. There are two hooks on the back of this that would hook on a door. I want to take those off. So what I did is I took a scissor and I slightly cut through both of those hooks. And when I mean slightly, I meant slightly. It was just enough that it would make it easier for the hooks to come off when I bend the hooks back and forth. You don't really need a scissor. It just comes off way easier if you kind of cut through it like I said. I'm showing you guys me bending the hooks back and forth in real time so you can see it really wasn't that hard to do. You just bend the hooks back and forth and then it comes off in less than, honestly, 30 seconds. And now you can hang it on your wall. I highly suggest using 2 nails to hang this on your wall and putting nails on each corner of this. I only have 1 nail in my wall and I didn't want to add another one because I rent. I'm not a big fan of putting a bunch of holes in the walls. So I just had that 1 nail that was going to hold it in the center, and then I added some command strips on the side of it. That way it wouldn't be falling over when I added weight to it. Now hook on whatever you like. Dollar Tree carries these Rae Dunn looking teacups. They have these really pretty black and white cups as well. A bunch of different ones you can choose from. So you can put at least 4 mugs on this. It depends how big the mugs are, because at a certain point they kind of like hang on there a little awkwardly. So I mean, I wouldn't put too many. I wouldn't put 6 total, 5 at most. My setup is a little bit more of a decor piece, so I used 3 of those tea mugs from Dollar Tree, and then I added this greenery that's inside of a bucket from Dollar Tree, and then I added a wood bead garland that I got at Hobby Lobby for $1.99. For me, I wanted it to look kind of like a decoration, but also be used, so that's why I added the greenery and then the wood garland. So this one was just $1 to do. You just go and buy a hook rack and remove the hooks. Now the next one is going to cost $4 to make. So from Dollar Tree, again, you are going to want to get that over the door hook. You'll end up removing the hooks on that as well. The other items you're going to want to get is the shower caddy from Dollar Tree. It looks like this. There's a little like shelves to it, as well as some zip ties. Dollar Tree carries black and clear, also red. So what I'm doing is I'm attaching the shower caddy to the center of that over the door hook using zip ties. So at the very top of it, where the over the hook door thingamabob meets the shower caddy, I put some zip ties, and then I attach some zip ties to the 2 hooks at the bottom of the over the door hook that meet the shower caddy. Hopefully that makes sense, but you can see what I'm doing. So I used 4 zip ties total. Obviously you can use more zip ties if you like. After you got all your zip ties on, you can take a scissor and cut off any excess zip tie. At this point, I removed the back hooks from the over the door hook. At this point, I used that same bending the wire back and forth method on the shower caddy. I got rid of every single wire that is creating a shelf on that caddy except for the very bottom one. And all I did was go back and forth with those wire shelves until it eventually came off. If I had an issue with one of them, I just took my scissor again, kind of slightly cut through it. And when I mean slightly because a scissor isn't going to get through this thing. Only a wire cutter really would. So I just slightly went through it, bend it until it comes off. The very bottom shelf on that shower caddy, I decided to add 2 rulers to, so that anything I placed on top of it, if it was too skinny, it wouldn't fall through, and it just made it look nicer. So I took a pack of rulers. It's 2 for $1 from Dollar Tree. I take off the labels that has the inches on them. It's really easy. It's just a sticker that lays on top of the ruler. And then I cut off the circle end of the rulers. Each ruler has a little circle, and I just use scissors to do this. If you cut slowly with a scissor, it won't split the part of the ruler that you want to keep. It'll just split the part that you don't want to keep. Just go slow and you'll be able to cut through it, honestly, with pretty much any scissor. It's not that thick of a wood. After I have 2 pieces cut, I then attach it to that very bottom shelf using hot glue. You can use E6000. I just used hot glue because it's quick. If you use hot glue like I did, don't be stingy with the glue. Add more glue to the bottom of the rulers where they meet the wire. You know, it doesn't look the best at the bottom, but you're not able to see it. And if you're able to see the bottom, then add 2 more rulers to that bottom so you don't see the wire. To hang this thing, I again suggest using nails. I suggest 3 nails, 1 at the very top near the shower caddy, and then 2 on the corners of the over the door hook. I'm using only 1, and since I'm only using 1, I make sure I distribute the weight evenly. To kind of help cover up that very top of the shower caddy, I added another one of those Dollar Tree buckets with some greenery. I just kind of hook it to the top, and it nicely hides that. You can add a wreath, a towel, whatever you like over there. Like I said, because I'm using 1 nail with this one, I have to distribute the weight evenly and at the same time. So anytime I put a heavier type of thing, I put 1 on one side and 1 on the other side at the same time. So there's not just a bunch of weight on one side of the rack while I place other items, because if there's too much items on one side of the rack, it's just gonna fall over because I don't have enough nails. I could have used command strips on the sides of this one. I just ran out of the command strips, so I didn't do it. As long as you evenly distribute the weight, like I said, it's gonna be okay. And if you're taking something off on one side, make sure you take something with an equal weight off of the other side so the thing doesn't, like I said, go lopsided on one side. And this is only if you used 1 nail like I did, because if you use more than 1 nail, you're gonna be fine. It's just I used 1 nail, like I said, because I rent. I'm not the biggest fan of putting a bunch of holes in a wall of some place I don't own. Moving on to the last organizing piece. So I uploaded this DIY shelf using 5 Dollar Tree products, and I used the planting hooks that are at Dollar Tree, and it's the little curved things you see on the side, and it's holding all the shelves together. I decided to add something to the very bottom of that where the 2 hooks are. From Dollar Tree, you're going to get a toilet plunger, and you are going to remove the very bottom of the toilet plunger off, the little rubbery piece. And then I'm going to be using some shower curtain hooks, which are also from Dollar Tree. You can paint these items if you like. I did. I used Rust-Oleum hammered paint. It's like a gray and black paint that I'm using. And I went ahead and I sprayed the hooks as well as that wooden stick with it. I did have to sand down the wooden stick because honestly, oh my gosh, it does not take paint well at all, spray paint, if you don't sand it down. Once everything gets painted and the paint has dried, I then used the hooks to hook on what I wanted, which were cups. You can hook whatever the heck you like, but I just hooked cups. And I do have actual Rae Dunn cups I got recently, and they were like $3 and $3.50 on clearance at a Marshall's that I went to recently. You can even see one of the stickers still on a cup. Anyways, so yeah, I hook all my mugs up, and then I just put the hooks through that rod and then place the rod at the very bottom of that shelving unit I made. You could command strip this to the wall. You just got to use the appropriate command strip because you know each command strip comes with a different weight limit. You can put nails through this and then nail it to the wall, or you can get the little planting hooks Dollar Tree has and then hook it up the way I have it. You don't necessarily need the pieces that I used to do a shelf. That's it for the super inexpensive Dollar Tree organizing ideas. I love all 3 of them a lot, and I don't know why I'm so obsessed with like that Rae Dunn white and black type of look lately. I don't know, I just see it in pictures all the time, like on Pinterest and stuff, and it makes me want to do it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.